Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT. Hang on one second. Hello everyone, and what is... Give me one moment folks, I'll have to get ready. Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for today's live summit event in the Crew 2. We'll go for a brand new in Detroit tour. A themed summon featuring events except two that are excluding skills which take place in the other areas of the Midwest, taking place in the city of Detroit, Michigan, with most of them being open and restricted to vehicles made in the United States. So after finishing in the Champions Battle from last week, because trying out with one of the four Alpha concept race car is now being labeled as a Spear Racing is so pretty cool and much more pretty excited out there until currently to be moving on in take number 2 by having an unexpected request because I just went down and go for having a first attempt and try out to be on Twitch video for the live stream video. But I know how hard it is because this is going to have to take a first time ever and go to be serving as a novice. So right now for today's themed summon in Detroit tour, 6 events and 3 skills to be on 2 water-based vehicle and airplane to go set and ready up to have the other 3 events to be on the restriction to be on Detroit Interstate for the Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 Road Force 1, Detroit Special for the USB Tour East Edition by using for the Chrysler 300 SRT8 and Eastfield Camaro SS to go for the 3 runs. Other kinds of events, such as for only one Alpha Grand Prix to take part in the USB Tour next, will go faster in Fire Sky. Lake Michigan for the Hovercraft, and for stage number 8 in the USB Tour East Edition to go for the combo event to take place and go starting out from Detroit and to New York City. Hypercar Discipline is going to be set and good to go after having stage number 7 to be served as a conclusion. So good thing I'm just putting up to have a continuation and stopping at tier number 36 after finishing up on the first attempt of the Twitch live stream video. So I had to go down and go for the live stream video to be focusing onto my YouTube channel. So you guys might gonna have to check it out and stick around because I have to go and proceed to be labeled as a follow-up catch-up. This video segment is all about just gonna have to go climb up and stay well defended because I'm at the platinum in 6,000, 45th place in 1,183,000 to be adding up by 100 points is going exactly to be around, and here it is, just to be well seen by a second ago, 471 points to be adding up in the current total. So let's go again, and this time because the video segment will have to go for only main part of the choice between take 1 and take 2 in Detroit tour. So let's get in there and get ready to go on for the encore. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go and start the live summit event. Let's begin. Well, looks like the countdown is about to go begin after finishing from the recap on Champions Battle to have all rewards are now being collected, and plus to have the additional for the Platinum featured reward is always all about to get the acquirement to have the Proto concept with the Spear Racing is good to be adding up to be on the collection. So right now, next 4 rewards in Detroit tour will be having 4 different kinds of rewards like the Arena Tire to be listed as an Epic. Looks so very brand new, very good to be labeled as a platinum along with a gold to be on the first half set on the Alpha Grand Prix, silver for the exterior parts for the Chrysler 300 SRT8, and fame pack for only 150,000 followers to be adding up and go for the boost. So let's have a good check and go proceed to be on the motor pass to have 3 more rewards will be unlocked. So there it is. I just got myself a Creator's Concept Spearmeister SM71 2023. This Alpha Grand Prix race car is so very brand new and mostly to have a very good creators manufacturer brand is now being set and go faster to take on in the normal Alpha Grand Prix event and the US Speed Tour next as well. So next up, more crew credits to be adding up on 2000 and the trail smoke for the Spearmeister on the rare vanity. 3 rewards unlock, and let's have a good check ever since I just went down to go on take 1. So this is so very brand new to have all kinds of earnings. So stopping at tier 23 to be well checked on to 50,000 bucks. The inline trail smoke on the rare in tier 24. And currently to have one of the 3 exclusive vehicles to get the Lotus Ebora GTE Overcut Edition 2012 is now being unlocked in tier 25, along with a tire in the same title is going to be adding up on tier 26. So more crew credits adding up by 5,000, and here it is. Pulse Performance Horn on the Epic. Let's have a good here. Yeah, now that's a good sound of the horn, just like Sparrow Competition, Spirit Racing, and Globe Motorsport. So good thing I just got all the content items are now being currently to be stopping in and adding up with some Motor Stars pack on tier 31. So here's the Pulse next suit on the Epic. Good thing I just already got it and acquired, listed, and putting up to have a second set on the next racer for the Alpha Grand Prix discipline to have some 2 affixes as usual. So good thing I just remembered back then, because continue on and go with some more part of the Spearmeister topic as part of the main motor pass system. This tire is so good, and putting up to have a different tire compound is going listed, and very good to be exclusive to have the SM71 concept. Just one more thing, because adding up with some icon points to be prep up and go adding up by putting up a boost. 57.9% on the rich, and just what I need. So I've done this once, you guys, because only on Twitch and only on YouTube for the second time, as I'm about to go update and putting up to have one event in the hovercraft to be labeled as a follow-up catch-up by almost to be at 100,000 points. So I'm at 99,843 points, so I'm about to go again, and countdown is about to go begin in about 1 hour lap. So let's start up and go for the low altitude to be at Chicago. Perfect place, and go over to be in the Midwest of the United States of America is now going over to be on the Gold Coast. Auto switch vehicle and ready to soar on in, using with the Pilotus PC21 will be at the ready and go for the low altitude, but this time it's about to go inverted. I know this is going to get extremely difficult, so I have to be on high alert. Okay, going on top of the rail, over the bridge. That's very nice. Gonna have to jump over it when being inverted. Okay, time to go super pace of the UDRS Insportec airplane style to go air racing. Time is on the essence, gonna have to beat harder and going over. Watch out for the contact. All clear, and one attempt cleared by the Encore, and 32,000 added up onto 801 points. Well, not so bad, but first try to be doing an inverted flight is going much more extremely advanced. So gonna have to go again and check the details, because one attempt is now currently to be on the top players ever since to be currently using for the air race and aerobatics. So I'm at 32,914 points in 155,819 points. That's good. Just like doing the first attempt and go over to have an encore in attempt number 2. So let's go and take on Lower Peninsula for escape on skill number 2. Auto switch vehicle and grab any kinds of power boat or jet sprint whenever you like to choose. For instance, because there will be some main separation to go for the opposite rather than go over to be focusing on the current rivers is very much more challenging to be slowed down. So take place for the nighttime and have the Foucher 1414 Demon to be set and scouting out onto the main position. Time to the Proto Offshore Mark II 2018 with the UDRS Innsprotect powerboat style to be set sail and go faster to be on the main yard. Gotta make sure to have a perfect position to get on in, go by the reverse, and have that good starting position to get closer to the land. Alright, go for the extreme speed, choose any route, so I have to go left. Time to drive away and keep sail on forward to be currently on the river. Okay, main objective complete. Keep going. Looks like this is gonna get rough out there. Okay, that's a clumsy move. Hang on, I'll have to start over. I just really might need to get shape up and get on with it. Just gonna have to go and take number 2. Okay, that's a good position right over here, so let's try this again. Okay. So now I'll have to get set and go for the good start to be on the high speed and choose different direction that you're really gonna have to go with, left or right. I'll have to go left and sail away from having a main zone advantage and keep going forward to be on the river trail. That's a very good objective complete. Okay, that's a poor effort. Now, gonna more correctly next time, so I have to go with take 3. Alright, well, let's go and do wake take number 3. Alright folks, time to go faster and set sail to go for the high speed to choose any route. Go for the left or go for the right. So I had to choose by which because determination is going to be step and go by the improvement. So I'll take left and drive away and go and currently to have that main zone advantage to be keeping up and go for the speed to have a good rudder to be on the main acceleration. Time to kick it up, go through onto the shallow rivers. That's a good run. Just going to keep it up and keep sailing to go clean without having contact or going off the land. Time to beat my current distance, so looks like this could get much more pretty hard to tell. So finishing on 38-33 yards for only 1 attempt. But close enough because I might need to go for take number 4, so I had to do it right and get suitable to be situated. Just give me some time folks. I'll have to go down to do some live stream recording in progress if I have to do it more perfectly to be on attempt number 4. So let me start over and get back to square one to see how am I gonna do for last left off. Alright folks, time to go set sail and go faster to choose any part of the route between left or right. So I have to speed up more and I'll have to go right because this is going to be a very tough determination to see how it goes. So I had to choose right and keep on going to be set sail to be follow the trail and have that red zone to keep away. Okay, not so bad. Pretty clever, but it'll have to go much more tight, closer edge to have that shortcut. Ah, that's a dumb way to do it. Come on, I'm really gonna have to focus. I know how the audience viewers think I'm just recording to do this in session after I just took weeks of having some slight surveillance on skipping parts. Now I'll have to do this again, and well, don't have time to do some chat receive endorsement respond because I might gonna have to do this live stream recording in progress. Okay, there's one player coming in. Gonna have to sit back and keep a good watchful eye. Oops. Okay, that's not it. That could be quite disturbance. Hang on, audience viewers. Looks like I just hit the unexpected. Maybe I just have the better idea. So let's build out and just gonna have to get back again and go for the escape. Just give me one moment. I'll have to get ready to go for take one. Set and resume. Alright folks, looks like you'll have to take one step approach to be on the first attempt after putting up to have the Froucher 1414 Demon to be scouting around to be saved later on in skill number 3. Going faster to be using with the Proto Offshore Mark II to be set and go enter the gate. Let's sail away, go for the main approach, and keep up the main yards of the distance. But apparently, because this could get tougher, and go for the quick shortcut to see how it turns. Okay, that's dumb. I don't know how am I supposed to do this, because my role as an average YouTuber is giving me a hard time to think of something. Well, that gives me a very tough distraction that causes me to have a poor judgment and poor speech. Let me try this again, but I know this is gonna have to take a long time, so I have to keep a good watchful eye on the time. Okay, stay around and start over to resume. Alright folks, let's go. Hang on. Alright folks, let's ready up and choose different path of the route to go over to be on the lower peninsula between in the left or right. So I have to kick it up and go for the high speed to be entered at the Halo gate by the opposite. Save plenty of nitro, and I'll have to go left this time. Stay faster is always about doing the main objective to keep away from the red zone till you'll be able to get up in about 5,000 yards. Okay, cut. Okay, well, this is gonna take forever. Gonna have to go reverse nitro. Okay, looks like let me try this and go for take number 2 until one player will be get past and go follow through. Well, I can't say for having a best time to try out in Lower Peninsula to be on the escape for the water-based vehicle. But I'll have to take that first approach and go speed up and watch yourself because I'll have to go for the opposite direction without choosing any two paths. So let's drive away on the water and go over before take that shortcut is gonna be a very tough time to go ground it. Darn it! Well, that's a poor stunt. I'll have to make sure if this video content is going to be served to be encore after this might gonna have to do it perfectly to do some changes at this time. So let's try this again and go for take number 3. Well, it turns out for only one part of the segment is gonna have to take 2 choices on each part of the route to have 2 other sides between the left or the right. So I had to get down to it because one attempt and one speeding up advantage is gonna have to go enter to have that main shortcut to go for the shallow. Time to speed it up, and here comes for only one part of the objective to get in and go speed up to be doing well performance. Okay, that was a close call. Hit the ground and going over to have that shallow waters to be on the trail. Okay, I cannot do this, but my whole reputation is counting on me, so hang on 1 second, viewers. I think I've been having some trouble timing out there because I'm just really might need to get shape up and get better, so I'll have to fix it after one live stream video. Okay, let's just try this again, and let's just gonna have to go and resume for having a stunt performance for this attempt, you guys. It takes forever, so in about 49 minutes left. Now let's try this again. Alright folks, time to go faster and choose different paths to be on the opposite direction to be on Lower Peninsula to have the escape to be on the water-based vehicle. Time to speed it up, having a good start, and kick up the nitro to choose any different path to go for the left or go for the right. So let's do this and take that left path on the river, going faster, and do that main objective to hit the shallow is gonna have to be steady up to be extra careful. That's good. Now gonna have to kick it up, go for the increased speed of the rudder because the red zone is about to go increase for going higher. That's very good. Clever and stable. Gonna keep going, and looks like stopping in 4,105 yards. Let's have a good check to be on attempt number 1 to be outcome. Almost, but clearly because this okay, that's ridiculous. It gives me too much distress. Hang on, just I don't know how am I supposed to do this because my whole line is counting on me if I have to do it perfectly to do this main stunt performance set. So I'll have to try this again and go for take number 5. But speaking of which, one player coming in, just gonna have to let it pass and I'll have to get back to it and go for the stunt scene of performance. Alright viewers, time to ready up and choose two paths that you're gonna have to go with, one for the left or one for the right. Let's kick it up and go with a good start as I'm about to be entered in the gate, and keep a good watchful eye to avoid any head-on collision on power boats. Safe and cleared, and go drive away. Gonna make sure if I had to do it right, this will might have to set sail and steady carefully to have the good focus on the objective. Go increase by the speed and hit the shallow. Tap up the nitro and keep a good skill is now doing average, and go across underneath the rail bridge. Come on, looks like I just used a lot of nitro, and looks like 4,144 yards is checked and complete. So there you go, new record by the update, and adds up to be on 103,882 points. So that's how choosing the left direction in Lower Peninsula is all about. Just gonna have to try to keep your best and go at it, as the countdown will go initiate in about 44 minutes left. So I had to hurry up, go on over to be on skill number 3 to be at Dairyland. Best place to be here in the Midwest, and time to go enter to have a different power boat to go switch and recommend. Switch from the Proto Offshore Mark II and go enter to have the Voucher 1414 Demon to join the fun, and go cruising to have the main area to be smashing in the buoys. So I had to keep a good focusing, just follow the buoys and let one player to go past, check, and separation is gonna have to go steady up and follow the line. Okay, that was a close. Try not to get hit by the red buoys. That would be a very bad idea. That's 10 seconds. Gonna have to work hard. Speed carefully. Okay, give me a moment. For skill number 3, I'm about to be... As I'm about to go with the Voucher 1414 Demon on skill 3, as I'm about to be taking on... Sorry folks, I just had a tough speech and it keeps bothering in my own head. Let me start over and just try to make it better if I had to do it correctly to go for the encore. Take on in Dairyland. For skill number 3, after finishing on the... Hang on one second, I just really might need to take a deep breath. Alright, looks like one player is still here. I'll have to let him go first and let my rehearsal to do the thing. Take on in Dairyland. After taking an updated attempt on escape in the Lower Peninsula, so let's go and have a different power boat by using with the Voucher 1414 Demon to get in and set sail to go cruising around to smash some buoys. Follow the objective and keep up the good pressure, because one jet sprint is now joined the Okay, let me start over. I just got distracted too much. So get over onto the Dairylands. Let's go and head on over to smash some buoys by using with a voucher 1414 demon to enter the gate, and go speed up to smash some green buoys and follow the objectives. So there you go. Just gonna have to follow one player in a jet sprint vehicle just to keep cruising and smash some points. Very good to be average. Go for the maintain. Okay, sorry about that. Looks like this is gonna get a tough time to go lineup. Alright, let's start over. Looks like that does not count. Get over to be on Dairyland in skill number 3. As I have to wait before... Give me deep breaths. I think I'm having trouble. Okay. Alright. Okay, looks like I'm all clear. So, let's try this again. So, looks like it's about to get much less crowded out there on the big lake in Dairyland, as I'm about to go with a voucher 1414 demon with the UDRS powerboat yacht is gonna have to enter the gate and go speed up and cruise around on the area to go circle around. Okay, there we go. Just gonna have to keep a good maintained pace. There's the hover crab. Just gonna have to keep a good watchful eye. Kick it up. Oops, sorry about that. I got distracted, folks. Let me try this again and go for take number 6. Alright, let's try this again and start over. Seems like it's about to get less crowded out there before entered on the 3rd skill. Good thing switched up to be using with a voucher 1414 demon to get entered and circle around on the area to smash some buoys. Gonna have to keep it up and stay focused to circle around on the lake areas just to make sure to avoid any contact to be well possible. Okay, that's all clear to be proceed. Steady close around. Watch out for the red buoys. That's very good. Okay, that's a slow down. Hang on, folks. Let me start over, and I just really might need this part to go perfectly as planned. Seems like it's going less crowded out there before entered on the dudes. Seems like it's going less crowded out there before entered on skill number 3 for Detroit Tour. But good thing auto switch vehicle by using with the voucher 1414 demon to be get in and circle around the area to get over with. So I have to keep a good steady position and keep smashing around with some more points adding up to be multiplied by 4. Okay, that's very good. The current trail is about to get much more faster. Just gonna catch up and go speed up as well. All cleared. Just to be exactly planned, and go climb up onto the main points, and there you go, 40,383 points. Not so bad after all, you guys. And new record to be updated by 156,441 points is now updated and clear in skill number 3. The wait is over, and the countdown continues in about 35 minutes left after taking some few attempts and step up during the live stream video to go shape up. But don't worry folks, because one part of the content video like this one will be served to be having a best time to go for the encore presentation. So let's start out and go for the 6 events to be on the Alpha Grand Prix in the USST next, followed by the hovercraft discipline to be on Lake Michigan, 2 per street race, 1 drag race, and a hypercar to be combo event in the Alpha Grand Prix event. So let's enter in Fire Sky for the USB Tour next to go auto switch vehicle by the recommend and head on over to be at Motorflix Arena. Just in time, and just gonna have to go for the Sparrow competition in the Proto concept. It's about to go faster, challenging, and all about high speed on the track. Just going to be patient and choose any recommend Alpha Grand Prix vehicle to go with. Max per level to be on 340. So I'm about to go for the Proto Concept Sparrow Competition 2023 to have some adding up with some more vanities, with the exception is now equipped onto the Lab Underglow. With the exception of the Lab Underglow, 1025 horsepower and the top speed 272 miles per hour, and handling is going semi-expert. But good thing putting up to have 1 attempt during the part of the Twitch video live stream segment, so I'll have to go and get faster to be on the main lead position to go clean racing. Let's get it on, and countdown to go initiate in about 3 seconds. Here I go.
This is it, the final race of this year's US Speed Tour. I want to say one last special thank you to Motorflix for making this all possible. Their vision and investment have been just unparalleled in the world of motorsport. So here's looking at many more years of their involvement with the USST.
So pretty awesome, and first try ever to have that Sparrow competition is going way advanced, faster to have that different kind of a prototype Alpha Grand Prix racer. So pretty awesome, and going super speed and awesome. Wow, I cannot believe it. But take a good look at the Sparrow competition on one of the Proto concept car is now being featured to have that brake system is now pop up, is now being seen on the front. So pretty rad and very awesome out there. But I mean, whoa man, so pretty kick up to go clear on the checkpoints. So I have to be extra careful because that part might be quite very awesome out there to have that best Alpha Grand Prix racer. So on the inside of the interior view, but this is so pretty amazing out there to be dropping on over to have that track layout on Motorflix Arena. But this is event number 5 for the USB Tour next is now served as the final event. But I cannot believe it because this is so pretty amazing out there to have that track layout to go super quick and super very fast. Gonna have to keep a good extra careful. First lap down, go for lap number 2. Ooh man, this is gonna be so pretty crazy out there on that track, you guys. Okay, close that zapper for having a hairpin turn. Go for the high speed, stable up. Outside corner cleared to be proceed on to the next checkpoint. So pretty rad out there to have that best run on for having a USB Tour next in this track. Gonna have to keep it extra careful and focusing onto this inside of the interior view, just like one of the 4 Proto concept cars is now actually to be well made. Did I ever got the speed racing competition from last week? But yes I did. This is so pretty amazing to have a 3-car collection, but only 1 more to go to have the post performance, and then the USB Tour next collection is about to be set and complete. Down the track I go, corner by corner, speed by speed, kick it up and go super boost. Time to slow down and do that next and final turns. Here comes lap number 3 for the final run, you guys. Wow, now that is a very good speed chain reaction. "26 seconds" is doing well. Looks like I'm almost there to be on a trailblazer. Chicane clear. Alright, reminder check. Live summon will end in 30 minutes.
A track like this is a dream come true for a racing fan. I spent my childhood building slot car sets, imagining what the future of racing might be. And here, today, hey, I really feel like I'm looking at it. Hope you are too.
Yep, I'm just really enjoying the track and doing the best time ever for the final run in the US Speed Tour next. Almost there, folks. 90% in the progression just to go down on the track, and this is where the fun goes. Now gonna have to go for the final turns. Keep it up, and here comes the trailblazer. Is now being seen. Successful and first place in the regular on the podium. 4 minutes 44.888 seconds. Wow, I cannot believe it, because 3/4 and 3/8 all together. Now this is so stunning and spectacular out there for only one event and being tried out for this part of the video segment in Detroit Tour. So best time in Motorflix Arena in event number 5, and that means let's go hovercraft racing for a follow-up catch-up on event number 2. Time is the essence, and go on over to be at Lake Michigan. Best place to be here in the outskirts of Detroit, Michigan is all about having a best environment and the beaches in the Midwest of the United States of America. So as I'm about to choose which kind of the proto hovercraft vehicles should I have to go with, one for the Bumblebee X or the Proto XT3 2018 with the UDRS Inspirtech livery. But the same per level is now going maximum in 80 that has 343 horsepower, and even to have the Bumblebee X that has 306 horsepower with a top speed 96 miles per hour. Alright, so I have to go with the XT3, and just gonna have to get myself prepared and go catch up to be rack up to be update for having a main point. So let's go and hit the sand.
Faster, faster! Seriously, go faster!
Alright, looks like I had to watch myself. Just gonna have to go hovercraft drifting on the waters and the land itself. So there will be some few jumps. Just gonna have to keep it steady and keep rolling out for having the next part of the checkpoint to go corner by corner. Drifting by drifting is all about the skills of the hovercraft will be fulfilled your experience to be riding in for having two surfaces all in one. Okay, kick up the nitro, wait on standby, and here comes the jump. There we go. Half gauge to be a quick refuel for only a short second. That's very nice. 33% in the progression. Just keep going when entered in lap number 2. Okay, that was a close call to be riding on the rocks. Almost there, folks. Just to stop around and reach up in about 50% in the progression. So halfway there. Few spectators are coming around, and there will be some several standing around to have some small spectators, like a couple of standing gas. hop around, and ride the sand for the final lap. Enter the third lap. Time to amp up the speed, ride on the water, and go slide around to go cruising to get back on the land. 10 seconds on the update for the gap. Feels like riding or having an automatic toboggan in the sand. Yeah, now that's a very good steady respawn control for the hovercraft. Gonna have to keep going because this event is now needed to have a catch up to be on the follow-up. Finish line in sight, and there you go, folks. One run, 2 minutes, 51.742 seconds is check and well done by the update. And there you go, 100,000 added by 7,296 points for having a very best updated record attempt. So that makes 2 events check, 4 more to go, and proceed on over to be in the urban cities of downtown Detroit. So, looks like this is going to be a best time out there to go for the interstate for having a best restricted vehicle to go by the pick. So grab your Ford Mustang Shelby GT. So grab your Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 World Force 1 Edition and get over there to be on the highway between the downtown and the interstate itself for having a best run in downtown Motown. Per level to be currently to be at 280 that has 11.7 horsepower in around 1,000 with a top speed 227 miles per hour to be on the handling is semi-expert. But after all, because the best proud American Real Force 1 racer will be served and get set to be challenging with some muscle cars to be racing in the highways.
3, 2,
Let's get it on and go proud American to be racing and go for the high speed to be racing in action.
You're so gonna win this one.
Amp it up and go inside the tunnels to be on the first turn. Feels so great out there to have one American muscle car to be labeled as a vehicle restricted event. Only is gonna have to take a lot of fun out there to be racing in Motor City for having a street race event. As I have to go down to do that strategy, doing that main straightaway and 2 shortcuts before taking on for having an exit off ramp to go enter. Just like this, because quickest shortcut to get there by having a quick improvement. So I'll have to take this main approach. Right turn going for having a forward direction. First lap clear. Now for the final lap. This time you'll have to go alternative route to go enter to be earlier onto the right turn in the next street. Feels great out there to be racing in the wet surface on the highways for having a best run for only one World Force 1 American Shelby GT500 racer is now stepping up and go for the main position to go improve for having an update. So enter to have a ham track, 1 daily motor star earned and clear. So let's get back and do that shortcut to be proceed in the next checkpoint. Alright, let's slow down, and this time I'll have to go for having an alternative route. Finish line is up ahead, and there you go. First place cleared by 2 minutes, 19.782 seconds is all clear for having event number 3. There you go. 123,569 points is cleared, and currently to be stay on forward to be updated in the platinum ring as well. So looks like it's about to get closer for only 3 more events to go. And next up, drag race discipline to be on the east field for the Chevy Camaro SS will be going 3 runs and bring out the pace. And it's about to go electric art and having my UDRS ins protect for the 2010 Chevy Camaro SS Drag Race Edition will go mastered in the straightaway to have a best east field to go focusing into downtown. Still got a lot of good customization parts, and penalties are now being placed for having American tires will go all out. Let's roll out and get ready. All I have to do is I have to get down to do some 3 runs, and currently to have the best run out there for only 1 attempt. So keep the gauge in the green zone, stay in the gas, and perfect burn. Countdown in 1 second. Alright, this time Ghost Car is about to be included. Bring out the jump. That's 1 run clear. Slow it down and let's see the results. 14.456 seconds. Gear shift is good. Very nice. 1 attempt update. Now go for run number 2. Let's try this again and go perfection to be well stable to be on the green zone until having 4 gears of perfection. Okay, that's 2 times perfect, 2 times good, and mostly to have a good watchable focusing to have the electric arc nitro to be much more electrical line. Well, turns out top speed is 392 miles per hour. Gear shift is always good. 1 more run, folks, and then 2 events on the US Speed Tour East Edition for the Detroit Special and stage number 8. Last run, and this will have to make a count. Okay, that's outstanding. Now gonna have to go for the max speed. So that's it for now. Let's see the results. Gear shift is perfect. Very nice. That makes 14.455 seconds is check, cleared, and update. Very nice. By 0.029 seconds and update to be adding up on 258 points to be updated by around in 125,000 points. Almost there, folks. Looks like I'm about to be entered and get closer towards the finish line by having a best time and go for the tour in Detroit. Next up, the Chrysler 300 SRT8 to be at Detroit Special for the US Speed Tour East Edition. A luxury sedan car, and best for having an SRT8 title is now going sporty version to have a UDRS with no decals, just the logo to be colored in blue. Per level is now maximum 6 horsepower in the top speed, 226 miles per hour in the handling is going semi-expert and intermediate. But after all, because I just created my very own UDRS government vehicle is now being served and used for only escort vehicle services. But this is going to be quite very good to be styled in blue. So let's go for the run and keep it up.
It's a go for the US Speed Tour East. Detroit, Michigan. Gunning their engines in Motor City. Downtown Motown.
Alright, looks like one UDRS government car in the time attack for only 2 laps will be speed up and cruise around in downtown Motown. So, as you may ever gonna have to go down with a strategy when using for the Chrysler 300 SRT8, because this one is becoming much more advanced luxury sedan sportier version rather than to be using for having a first generation model since Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. But very good to have the Chrysler 300 to have an SRT8 brand is now becoming much more sport racing technology. So I got the first position and go update for having a lap time to go currently in each part of the sector. So checkpoint clear. Going down in the tunnels by the slope. Steady as well. Almost there to be finishing in the first lap. Entered lap number 2. This UDRS variation with no decals, with the exception to have the logo, is now being placed to be well served to be labeled as a government vehicle. Just like all kinds of different versions and different vehicles to be related to have all kinds of division branches, just like to have the interception and enforcer units. But somehow, I really might need to go down to do some car collection that related to have all kinds of arsenal vehicles belong to the United Defensive Reformation Service to have each kinds of different vehicles that related to have some service vehicle, utility, and even of course to have a luxury sedan vehicle to be served as a VIP escort service. So doing well. Take the next checkpoint on the left turn. Skillful and very much more indeed of tactic. Very good power slide drift. Keep it up.
Coming up to the arrival line
and
soon now.
Here it goes.
Which driver will master the record?
Record update by 2 minutes, 45.397 seconds is good to go. Alright, looks like 111,783 points are now being achieved as the objective is well done. Now that's a very good. Chrysler 300 SRT8 is now cruising around in Detroit Special for the US Speed Tour East Edition. Update in 5,072nd place in about 12 minutes left, so I have to hurry up and go for the final stage in number 8 of the US Speed Tour East Edition from Detroit to New York City. This is where the combo event is about to go entered, and the best time to be leaving from the Motor City and head back to be in the Big Apple. So I have to choose one hypercar discipline that I have to go with, and I have already got my best pick ever since from stage So I had to pick one hypercar discipline ever since to be continued on as a conclusion from stage number 7, and I have to go for the Corvette C7 CR1 2019 for the hardtop version. Let's do this and go faster to be on the main time attack to go rev it up to the limit. So here I go. Countdown in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go.
US Speed Tour East's final part, stage number 8. Who will be the best from Detroit, Michigan, back to New York City?
This will be the challenge between myself and the ghost car is absolutely to go for the main objective to step it up and go focusing to have some highways, main roads, corners, and elevations with some tight turns with a series of different routes. But we have to get down to it because I had to go for the chase and catch up onto my current record ever since from the first attempt for my Twitch video. But it doesn't show up because I had to be patient by over a week, but I don't know how it happened. Well, I can't say because first time ever to do a Twitch video to be on a live stream to be labeled as a novice beginner. but I really do prefer to be going live stream video on my YouTube channel as always by every week, especially on Wednesdays and Saturdays for the 2023 series of the GTWS Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup will be coming up in June. So I had to keep working because I had to be focusing and go harder to have that every part of the content video to go increase by having 1,000 subscribers to be served as my best milestone achievement. But it takes forever, so I really might need to step it up and get much more focusing to go in and out between the lower content or even the long content video to be creative. Alright, so looks like 10 minutes left, so I had to hurry up. Time is the essence, so I had to get closer and beat that course. There we go. Checkpoint clear. Now entered at the Coral State. Okay, just gonna stay on the road. Don't want this to get distracted. That would be a very bad idea. Checkpoint clear. Step to apex. Up I go. Okay. Now gonna have to pull the brake. Keep up the pace. Almost there in about a few more miles to get over to the town. Follow the route and then stay faster to feel the speed. So heads up, roundabout is coming in, so I had to go for the right side approach. 90-degree angle incoming and steady closely. That's very good. Keep going. Now it'll have to get back on the road. Checkpoint by checkpoint is now going clear, and we're just gonna have to get down to do some more practice, including myself to be on the full walkthrough. Especially on the Outback Grand Prix discipline, and this event takes place by my conclusion after clear from stage number 7. So almost there to be at 64% in the progression. Keep going. Alright, looks like still got enough time because I'll have to finishing up and go by the update for this part of the Deemed Summit, folks. %70 in the progression. Keep going. It's all about speed, aggression, and cornering to go and have a good line to be find a great discovery. That's the ticket. Go well tested. Time to go mountain on the East Coast after leaving from the Midwest. Try not to get distracted. I have to keep going and do that best lap time to go sprint around for only one single run. Okay, take that exit. Go by the T intersection. Folks, I had to be on high alert for the dead chicane. This is where the tough one comes in. But I really may have a bad feeling about this. Update by the distant. There's one. Time to squeeze in. Carefully. Safe and clear. Not over yet. Here comes the second one. That's safe and clear.
Final leg of the final stage, New York, New York. As they say, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
All clear, folks. Looks like I made it. And update for having a new 166 points. Now that's a hypercar fast time attack competition for stage number 8 is now all done and clear. Wow. Good thing right on time and have the best moment to be raced around in Detroit Tour by having a starting position in Chicago and other locations around in the Midwest, and head on over to have the Alpha Grand Prix event for the US Speed Tour next, and Firestone is heading on over to be on the US Speed Tour next in Fire Sky. One for the Hovercraft is having a good sightseeing view out there for having a best run in Michigan, 2 for street race, and even to have 1 hypercar along with drag race all together for having a best time and ending soon before coming up for the next Live Summit event. So next up, Ghost Road is about to go for the Ubisoft crossover theme summon to get the Ford F-150 Raptor Race Truck Ghost Recon Edition to have some more events will go for the rerun. 1 Jet Sprint, 1 Monster Truck, Rally Raid to have a combo event in the Ram 1500 Rebel TRX Concept Enforcer Unit, Rallycross, and the returning vehicle from Motorflix the game is the Shelby GT500 AmeriCar Edition will go Rallycross Discipline. Alright folks, looks like time to wrap this up before at the end of the video. So I'll have to be sure because I'll have to go for my pick and get down to do some notification to be well suited. Hang on 1 second. Alright folks, time to wrap this up before at the end of the video. Good thing it's all clear without having a follow-up catch-up from here until now. Looks like this main part of the encore video segment is all about just try to catch up and don't miss out from the last part of the video before moving on to take that Ubisoft themed crossover event is gonna have to go for the main objective. But after all, because this will might have to take 2 more events to be forward in the month of June after finishing in May. Thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time and continue on in the Live Summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video, and Livestream will be continuing on to be served as an encore content to do some major changes and minor fixes. As always, keep on racing, stay clean, and have a good day.